Let's go ahead and switch gears and let's get ready to hop into our halftime pep talk. Now, like I said in our intro, it's a very popular thing that some people do, and that is a proverb a day. There's 31 days in the typical month. There's 31 chapters in Proverbs, so it's really simple. You just pick whatever day of the month it is. Today is the 16th, and you just kind of dig into Proverbs chapter 16. There's a whole lot of wisdom, obviously, in that book. It's in the wisdom section of the Bible, and the older and older I get, quite frankly, the more and more I'm loving those wisdom books. I think Ecclesiastes might be like my sleeper pick for like my favorite book in the Old Testament, if not the entire Bible. So really enjoying the wisdom books as I get older. So I was checking out the chapter 16 of Proverbs, and a lot of it was just really resonating with me, and I thought it would just be pretty dope to check out or just to share with you guys some of my thoughts on Proverbs chapter 16. But I also want to plug something that is is part of my routine. Now, part of my routine, well, I try to make it part of my routine. I'm not going to get in here and lie and say I do it 100% of the time, but one thing that I do include in my routine is make sure I check out what's going on with street lights. Now, if you don't know what street lights is, it's not difficult to describe, but basically what they do is they combine, it almost feels like spoken word, but they're just reading the Bible, but it's over, I guess what they call today kind of lo-fi beats, but they've been around and doing this for, over 10 years. I remember this early on just getting kind of locked in with what they were doing, from like their humble beginnings of being in the basement and just really growing into like a studio. Now they're a nonprofit. They are really touching a lot of different people. So what I want to do for these next few minutes, I want to play a Streetlights recording of Proverbs chapter 16, and then we're going to come back after that, and I'll just share some high-level highlights of what I got from this passage of scripture. So you guys don't go anywhere, and check this out right here.
Proverbs chapter 16. We can make our own plans, but the Lord gives the right answer. People may be pure in their own eyes, but the Lord examines their motives.
All right, and welcome back to the Be Positive Music Show. I hope you guys enjoyed that rendition of Proverbs 16 by the Streetlights Bible. Like I said, they put out very, very dope work. Now, what I want to do is I don't want to talk too long, but I do want to make sure that I highlight a few verses that stuck out to me and talk really briefly about why those particular verses stuck out to me. So let me go ahead and do that. The very first scripture that stuck out to me was verse number 3. It says, "Commit your actions to the Lord and your plans will succeed." Now, the reason why that scripture stuck out to me is just because in particular that word, your plans will succeed. I think it's easy to look at that and think that God's going to give you every wish and command. He's a genie in a bottle, but that's not the case. It just kind of reminds me of the scripture where it says, all these things will be added unto you. It's in the New Testament. I believe it is in Matthew. But all these things were the simple things in life. It was just talking about drink, food, and shelter. And that is, that's a level of success. I think sometimes we get a little off base when we think of God causing our plans to succeed and things to flourish. We think that we're going to have a paycheck that has, or a salary that has 2 commas in it. We think that our social media status is going to shoot through the roof. We're going to have all the subscribers, but that's not necessarily what God means when He means to succeed. So that's one that really jumped out to me. The next one that stuck out to me was verse 21. It says, "The wise are known for their understanding, and pleasant words are persuasive." Now, the reason why I like that scripture is just because it reminds me of conversations that I had with my mentor. My mentor's name is Jesse Broderick, so shout out to you, Jesse. I'm not sure if he said it or I said it or it just came up in conversation, but I remember walking away from a conversation with him and just thinking, like, I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I would much rather be the person in the room that has the most perspective. I want to be somebody who's able to see things from a very high level, but also see how things may be on the ground floor. The people who are less fortunate, the people who are more vulnerable. But I think that sometimes the smarter and smarter people get, they can really lose touch with what's going on, and sometimes in the less fortunate areas of our world. So that's another one that stuck out to me. Moving on to verse number 32, it says, "Better to be patient than powerful, better to have self-control than to conquer a city." Now, the reason why that one stuck out to me just because I'm in this space where I'm blessed with the opportunity to have this radio show. I'm blessed with the opportunity to be able to cover Christian hip hop like this. But I really do feel like a lot of this was just gifted to me. And a lot of times people have even wanted me to move at a faster pace. And definitely no shots at the people who have wanted me to do that. But at the same time, like, I'm just want to take my time and let things just kind of grow. Whatever happens. And I just think that patience is something that is not really celebrated in today's society. It's kind of like a go mentality, a microwave society, or what have you done for me lately society. So that's why that one stuck out to me. And let me make sure I'm good on time here. I don't want to talk you guys too much or talk your head off too much, but I'll leave it there. With those comments, and we'll go ahead and get into some more music. So the first song, or the next song that I have coming up for you guys, we're gonna get into this Christian drill space. So this first song that I have coming up for you guys goes by the name of Stronger. It's by Shepherd, Toya Love, and Childlike CC. It's a very, very dope record. You guys, make sure you keep it locked right here on Holy Culture Radio, SiriusXM channel 154, and we will be right back.
I'm getting stronger.